Yo, what's going on there, YouTube? It is your once again recording at the last minute in the dark boy, Marcus Levy, Angry Ranter here, for Sunday, for Shooting It Sunday, number 2. So, last Sunday, I recorded one of these entries while I was walking to the Apple Tree Medical Clinic, which is, that way. And now, here we are a week later, and so I want to follow up on all of that stuff. A little follow-up on the new direction. Excuse me, and stuff like that. So first off, I walked to the medical clinic, and even though I Googled when I was on the train coming home last weekend that whether or not they had hours, and it said they did. So I put all my stuff away and walked all the way over there. Turns out they're not open. I am getting a little sick and tired of seeing this shit popping up every time with fucking Apple Tree. Maybe we can save that for Saturday rant number 3. Talk about the bullshit with Dropin Clinics, because I think that could go. But I walked over there, and then I just sort of said, fuck it. I was like, I don't have the time, especially since I worked later that same day that I came back. I didn't exactly have the time to go all the way to the next nearest Apple Tree, which is like, I want to say 5 or 6 kilometers from my house. I don't exactly have time for an hour's walk in the other direction to then potentially sit there for 2 or 3 hours and then have to go all the way back. No, I need to go home and nap to prepare for my overnights. So instead, what I ended up doing was, I have at least some medical knowledge of my GERD's situation at this point, and I've researched enough things, and so I decided to essentially look up what other types of medications that would be good are, because I've taken a course of Nexium before, which worked very well, but I just, then failed, obviously, to change the diet. And over a year ago, I was put on a course of Benefrazole, which is essentially Nexium, but prescription Nexium instead of Nexium being prescribed. Well, the other one is Reninidine, which I looked up, and Reninidine is essentially Zantac, but of course Zantac, all of it, has been recalled because of issues. But the pharmacy that is attached to the clinic has their own brand of Reninidine, which obviously isn't banned, and it was on sale, and I read the instructions, and essentially it says take 1 pill every 12 hours, but I don't think I need to take 2 per day, so instead I'm currently since last Friday, I'm about 9 days in to a self-prescribed course of Reninidine. It's over the counter, which means clearly I don't need a doctor to tell me this is something I need, but it's been working. Not only am I feeling, less acidic overall, but at the same time too, I'm, feeling better after sleeping, feeling more rested, all that fun stuff. Sorry. Other people. So, and because of that, I've also noticed that since I came back and decided to cut out a few things, weight's gone down, which is great. I think I clocked in at 270, let's say 273.5. And now we're down to 269.5. So I'm down 4 pounds of probably mostly water weight in the last few days, in the last like almost a week and a half, which I think is fantastic. Now, of course, I do have, just to be totally fair, I do have a timeline set for if this shit doesn't work, if doing this self-prescribed course of this, which of course I'm, as per my own plan, I'm taking 1 pill a day for 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks after that, I'm doing 1 pill every other day, so that I can have a day where I don't have it, and I can see just how, maybe how bad my stomach is without it. I'm also food journaling, and I'm also recording any times that I feel stomach acid. And I definitely need to get on that a little bit more, because even over just 9 days, I'm kind of slipping and recording it all a little too late, instead of recording all of it and the reasons why. But I can say at least, almost 10 days on, definitely feeling a lot better. But now to step away from medical talk, to definitely some more content related things, I'm making the decision that I'm going to try to suffer through with the poor internet and bring streaming back. Because since I'm no longer trying to run off and do something different, since I'm now just gonna kind of chill out for the next couple of years, what I'm going to do then is bring the Angry Ranter streaming channel back, which has been essentially inactive for about 2, maybe 3 months now. Go to work tonight. I'm going to fix it up so that it looks ready to be active again. And then I'm just going to start with short streams. I'm going to start with hour-long streams several times a week. And I'm going to bring just new short-form content to the channel. Not necessarily series content. Any series content will be recorded offline. And I'm also certainly not going to, just because I know the constraints of my internet, I'm not going to play games that also require a connection to the internet. So, Forza Horizon 4 is still out. Fallout 76 is still out. If I'm going to do any of that stuff, I'm going to start a new character and then just record it. Which is a thought, but not for right now. But it is something I certainly would like to partake in, because I enjoyed the streaming element. The problem is I have to play it the way my internet wants it to be played. McGee and I will sit down to do a Borderlands recording, and sometimes we'll get through a couple of episodes, and then my internet starts to conk out because too many other fucking people in the house are using the internet. It's the nature of it. But in a house with max capacity 7, we're almost down to 5, because we've got one empty room upstairs with no one planned moving in anytime soon, and one of my basement guys is gone at the end of the month. So, less people, less problems. Speaking of that, you guys have probably noticed this past week there was no Borderlands content. McGee and I are going to get back to recording that stuff in a couple of weeks in order to, because of my internet issues, plus me being away, plus then coming back and then having to work 10 days in a row, of which I'm off for shift 3 of 10 right now. It's made it kind of difficult for me to have any time to record a massive Borderlands episodes. But don't worry, we're getting back to it. We're going to get back and we're going to finish Moxie's Underdome Riot, and then we should be getting on to our second playthrough, because we need to do the second playthrough in order to be able to survive General Knox. But guys, thanks for watching this Sunday, this Shooting It Sunday. And I will see you guys next weekend for Philosophy Friday number 3. Peace.